Spiritual Principles, Rabbi Michael-ben-Pesach, Portnaar. The 40th Spiritual Principle. Everything that came out, appeared, in the world of Nekudim in its completeness, is counted here as part of the world of Atzilut, the essence of the Partzuf. And since it has once been corrected, therefore it will not be expelled. We know that the world of Nekudim is a creation of Sag. It was created on the place of Nekudot de Sag, and on its basis the world of Nekudim was formed. We also say Partzuf Saarot, the Partzuf of the hair, but in any case this refers to the Sag, power of the Partzuf Binah. But after the breaking of the world of Nekudim, the next Partzuf appeared, which, in fact, should have been the Partzuf Bon, the world of Atzilut. The world of Atzilut is in the order of the fifth Partzuf, and the Partzuf Nekudim the fourth. The first Partzuf is the Galgalta, of the world of Adam Kadmon. The second is Ab, Chochmah. The third is Sag. The fourth under the Tabur is the world of Nekudim. It also is caused by Sag, although its normal name should be Ma, or the old Ma, because it precedes the world of Atzilut, which is called the new Ma. But after the breaking of the Kelim of the world of Nekudim, they qualitatively correlate with each other. The broken world of Nekudim is Bon, and the world of correction of Atzilut is Ma, since the world of Atzilut corrects the broken Kelim of the world of Nekudim, the nature of which is Sag. These are broken Kelim, and therefore their roles have changed. Thus, the broken world of Nekudim became known as Bon, or Old Bon. Historically, earlier Partzuf in the world of Atzilut, and Atzilut began to be called Partzuf Ma, or New Ma. That is, here we're talking about Old Bon, for example, about the broken world of Nekudim, which is corrected by the world of Atzilut, also called the world of correction. And so when this old world of Bon is corrected, meaning everything that was broken in it will be corrected, then it will turn out that he is a level higher than the world of Atzilut. By its nature, it precedes the world of Atzilut. And when it is corrected, it is higher. And then he will merge with Sag, and there will be no Masahim anymore, because he already becomes like Sag. After the breaking of the world of Nekudim, the world of Atzilut was created in the state of Katnut. This is called that what came out at the beginning of creation, that is the state of Katnut, which is in it, is considered to be the essence of the Partzuf, and what was subsequently comprehended by means of the new Zivug is considered as an addition to the essence of its structure, and it can disappear out of him. The same principle applies to a person who is individually working on himself. The main part of the day and night, a person is in Katnut. And you need to know this, that this is the normal functioning state. Gadlut only happens momentarily, in prayer, in studying the Torah, and also not all the time. When we study Kabbalah, it is best to put ourselves in the state of Katnut. For example, attach ourselves to the text you're studying, instead of looking at it from above. No, this is otherwise nothing happens. And it's as if I put myself in a state of Ibur, in a state up to Katnut. But when we study, we must constantly raise a request, Man. When I read the text of the Zohar or Etz Hayim, on the one hand, something is missing for me. Why do we give Man? Because we lack something. On the one hand, we ask for Gadlut, and on the other hand, all these are subtle things, and they cannot say Katnut, Gadlut. The light always comes in Gadlut, and we must bear this in mind. Katnut is only experienced by the person. The light always shines sufficiently within are all the stages and all the tastes. Only the feeling of it is in accordance with the comprehension of the lower. When a person aspires towards this, then this is Gadlut. Gadlut, this is a kind of state, a great feeling, and then the transition into Katnut. The legs of the higher are raised, and again we are moving into a small state, in a new sensation. Something is added to us. We're giving something higher. And at the same time, something is added to us, and we again feel something like a fall, etc. When a person is in Gadlut, it is recorded in a spiritual book. There's a record of the acquisition. Katnut is also important, but this is our minimal state. Also, as he says, Samech and Mem, and Gadlut is when we receive 100 blessings. This is why King David said that a person must make 100 blessings in a day. That is, 3 prayers before eating, after eating, blessings. It all comes together into 100 in one day, in one cycle. The person makes some kind of unity in Binah, Havaya, and Yeshut. Thus, Gadlut is received, a portion of Chokhmah, which provides 100 blessings, which provide good to a person. And if the lower ones spoil their affairs, their actions, then Zeir Anpin and Nukva again become separated from each other in Katnut. Avi do the same thing, because Gadlut is obtained only at the request of the lower. The upper does not need Gadlut. They have Hasidim, and this is enough for them. And when the lower one asks, and his request is true for the sake of bestowal, then the Zeir Anpin raises his man to the highest authority, Avi. And Avi raises it to A'ah, Arich Anpin, etc., up to Ein Sof. And from Ein Sof there is a response to Avi, to Bina, who raised Arich Anpin to Chokhmah. And there she already has Chokhmah, which she passes down. When a person corrects his affairs, a sign is always sent as a result of a request, a correction as a result of improving his actions. A messenger is sent to the place of the king and queen. And the king and queen make gifts, blessings. And when they spoil their affairs, then there is no messenger at the court. With what eyes can he come there? Only when the bottom gives good gifts and corrects their deeds to bestowal, he gives us the whole principle, both above and below. This is the true of the relationship between Zon and the souls of people. The same mechanism of interaction as Avi, Yeshut, and Zon. Similarly, in all the worlds, Bria, Yetzirah, Asiya also function as one in relation to the other, like the upper in relation to the lower.